What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys in a video. And today we're doing a brand new what if, which hasn't been done, I don't think. If it has, please let me know. It is what if Piccolo joined the Frieza Force. Now, how would I be going to say in this scenario? Well, in this timeline, Piccolo hears the offer given to Goku by Raditz, and subsequently watches as Goku turns it down, so the Saiyan takes Gohan and flees. His evil desires get in the way. The thought of planetary conquest instead of just one thrilled him, but Raditz would simply be a roadblock. Following behind Raditz, Piccolo telepathically contacts Goku and tells him that he'll distract Raditz long enough for Goku to arrive. Arriving on the scene, Piccolo tells Raditz not to place Gohan in the space pod, and tells him to instead knock him out and hide him behind some rocks. If Goku tries to break his son out of the pod, they'll damage it so much that Raditz won't be able to flee. Believing what Piccolo says, Raditz does just that, knocking him out, placing him on some rocks. Then he asks Piccolo why he'd help him out, and why he shouldn't just kill Piccolo right now. I heard the offer you gave to Son. I want in. I'm around his strength, but unlike him, a pure heart disgusts me. Plus, I have knowledge about these things, called Dragon Balls. Before Raditz can question what Dragon Balls are, Goku arrives on the scene, where the Raditz fight plays out very normally. The one big key change is the fact that when Gohan awakens in his rage state and subsequently charges at his uncle, the pod doesn't break. Like Cannon, Piccolo manages to finish off his rival and Raditz using the Makanko Sapo. Raditz and Piccolo have their usual interaction, except Piccolo also thanks him for his space pod. Walking over to the space pod, Piccolo tells Krillin that he shouldn't sleep on Gohan's potential and should probably train him up for the upcoming Saiyan battle. Before anyone questions Piccolo, the space pod door closes and he flies out into the cosmos. Everyone is in awe at what just happened, that they lost their two strongest fighters within the span of minutes. They, however, probably should listen to Piccolo, considering how smart he is. Like normal, Kami asks for Krillin to gather Earth's strongest fighters, which in this timeline includes Roshi. This is due to the fact that without Piccolo, they need all the help they can get. Also, Chi-Chi is very hesitant about letting her son train, but since Kami asks her to, she agrees. Would you ignore a god? No, didn't think so. Back in space, Piccolo's pod lands on Frieza Planet 79, stepping out. He looks around seeing a bunch of aliens flying around, all wearing very similar armor. Since he doesn't want to stick out, he uses a clothes beam on himself, placing Frieza armor on his body, instead of his normal demon gi. Walking through the buildings, Piccolo starts looking around, trying to get accustomed to all the different aliens and powers, as well as the Frieza Force in general. Hey Namekian, I saw what you did on Earth. Taking out Raditz is impressive for a creature of your race. Why don't you tell me more about these Dragon Balls? Confused on who's talking to him, Piccolo turns around and sees Qui. He tries to leave, but Qui rushes in front of him so fast that the Namekian don't even see. Piccolo senses Qui's power and how strong he is. His power could be of use to him to train, and decides to explain the Dragon Balls in return for training, which the two decide to do a lot. Eventually, Qui becomes something like a spawner to Piccolo, as the Namekian surpasses him. We'll get back to them later, as I plan to cover them in a part 1.5, coming up very soon. On Earth, everyone's power levels are Tien, 2196, Krillin, 2123, Yamcha, 1776, Gohan, 561, Roshi, 1061, and Chaozu at 729. This also means that Gohan forms a good relationship with Tien, and therefore Chaozu. I say this because Tien is the strongest, and will be the best person to help bring out Gohan's latent potential. So the young boy and Tien have a relationship that Gohan and Piccolo had in canon. Also means that Gohan learns Dodon Pa and Taiyoken. They are both easy moves to learn, especially for a small child, just getting accustomed to ki training. Once sensing the Saiyans, everyone flies over to the Saiyans meeting up in the wasteland. They've already revived Goku and now they just need to stall. During interactions, Krillin mentions that Goku has revived the Dragon Balls, which Vegeta remembers from that Namekian, meaning that Namek is still mentioned. Nappa wants to test the weaklings, planting the Cybermen. Master Roshi decides that he'll take them all on at once, which everyone advises for the old man not to do, even Nappa and Vegeta. He simply tells him to be quiet and watch him. All the Cybermen charge at Roshi, all stronger than him, but the old man doesn't get hit. Using his advanced movements, Roshi sees through the attacks that are being thrown at him. He also makes the Cybermen attack and kill each other, leaving one, facing Roshi somewhat damaged. Powering up to his buff form, his power level now 1464, he fires an original Kamehameha wave at the creature, killing it. Nappa steps up against the Z-Warriors, causing Chaozu to self-destruct as normal, and Tien Kiko Ho Nappa dying. This causes rage within the young Gohan, who fires a Dodon Pa at Nappa, piercing through the palm of Nappa's hand, causing him to grit his teeth in anger and pain. He goes to attack Gohan, but the other three step in. During this fight, Yamcha is killed to Nappa from a bomb of DX, but besides that, everyone else is just badly damaged. Goku arrives, and like normal, cripples Nappa, gives the other senzu beans and asks them to leave, only for them to return during Ozaru Vegeta's onslaught. Not much changes here, as Yajirobe slices off Vegeta's tail, causing him to fall back into his base, tired and angry. Roshi walks over to Vegeta, throwing a small bottle with a talisman on it onto the ground, looking Vegeta in the eye. Then he starts moving his arms, creating a green wave of ki, which rushes at Vegeta, who cockily believes he can tank the attack, not knowing what it is. Swept up, the only thing he can do is scream at Roshi, before being placed inside the bottle. Then Roshi seals it before passing out just barely alive. With Vegeta subdued, Goku lets all the Genki energy gathered up go into Roshi to make sure he doesn't die, and so he can regain consciousness. Krillin walks over to the Vegeta jar, and then pockets it, knowing that they'll need to keep it in a safe space. The same thing happens as normal, with Krillin remembering Namek, Mr. Popo and Kami showing Bulma the ship and her rebuilding it. Then, Bulma takes Krillin, Gohan and Roshi to Namek. Before they leave though, Krillin gave Kami Vegeta, asking him to make sure that the prince can never be freed, which the god, of course, agrees to. Back on Frieza Planet 79, Piccolo and Qui learn about the Namekian Dragon Balls. 3 wishes, and they're stronger than Earth's? They'd be fools not to go there. I'll talk about their power levels in 1.5, as I'm still deciding on what to make it, whether they should be weaker or stronger than Dodoria and Zarbon. But guys, that's where I'm going to leave it here. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below if you think in the next episode. I kind of want to make this series a bit more interactive. Let me know if you want that. Please leave your suggestions. This series really could go anywhere. Join the Discord and put polls up there for what could happen. Yeah, that'll be in the description. Sorry if this isn't as good edited as my other videos. Like I said in the update video, I'm currently just back at school. So doing really advanced, well not advanced, but the editing I've usually been doing is just going to take up time, which I could be used studying. But yeah,